Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Meet the Employee here at Pegasus Technology. Today we have Debbie. Good morning, Debbie.
Good morning.
All right. So Debbie's been with us for 12 years. We were just talking about it. Can't believe time has flown by so fast. In fact, we're coming up on 13 this October. So congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So Debbie, why don't you start off by just telling everybody a little bit about yourself?
Okay, like you said, I've been with Pegasus for almost 13 years, and it wouldn't have been that long if I didn't love it here. And I also love my job, accounting and HR. And I am married with three grown children. So we're semi-empty nesters, just starting that next part of our life.
Good, excellent. I'm only a couple months behind you, I think.
Yeah.
So
It's a lot different, trust me.
We got one left there. So good. All right. So now we get to the fun part and why everybody tunes in. And these are questions that have been submitted by your peers here at Pegasus. So you cannot hold me responsible for any of them. Don't get angry. We'll dive right in. Looks like a pretty reasonable set of questions here that I think will be fun. So starting right off is, what unchecked items remain in your bucket list?
I'm pretty boring, believe it or not. I am. So always wanted to go to Thailand.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's something that will ever be possible for us. I know people that have been there and it's like a super expensive trip. So that's one thing. What's another thing? I'm trying to think what I've always wanted to do. I do like to travel. I was to Europe one time when I graduated college, and that was Paris. And we're talking about a family trip to Italy, either this fall or next spring. So that's definitely my bucket list also.
Awesome. Yeah, we just did the family trip to Italy. So if you need any input, let me know.
I
Loved it.
will ask you definitely.
Yep. Good.
Definitely.
Great. All right, next one is, have you ever had an embarrassing moment in front of a large group of people?
Yes, I
All right.
have. And
Yes.
actually, I have, but it's funny because it was a long, long time ago when I was young, and
Okay.
it always sticks in my mind. So it's obviously the most embarrassing moment of my life. I was actually graduating from 8th grade, and as everyone knows, I'm 6 feet tall. And that I've obviously in 8th grade was not 6 feet tall, but I was always the tallest. And when we graduated, at the back of the auditorium, they put you with a partner and then you walk down the center aisle together. And believe it or not, they put me with Claude Anderson, who was not even 5 feet tall. So he and I walked down the center aisle together, and the entire audience busted out laughing. So I was really embarrassed, and of course, in tears, being a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, sure.
But you know what? I learned as I got older to embrace it, and that nothing's going to change it. And today there's a lot more tall people than there were back in the 60s and 70s. So
good. That's a great question. All right. If you, what would your name be if you were a professional rapper?
Oh my goodness. You know what? Oh, that's a hard one.
Yeah, right.
And aren't you supposed to put like two things together? Like I've read about that before. People that how they pick it. I have no idea.
Debbie Gold Teeth.
Maybe, but I don't have any gold teeth. So
yeah, no, something with the height. It would have to be something with the height.
Yeah. It would definitely, and that's something I would need to think about. So
yeah,
sorry,
that's a tough one.
Sorry, I didn't answer that one.
That's all right. We there's no requirements here.
Yeah.
If you hosted a late night talk show, who would be your first guest?
Kristen Wiig. I love her.
Who's Kristen Wiig?
She's a Saturday Night Live
yeah.
alum, and she is which goes to say my favorite movie is Bridesmaids. She
Okay.
was in Bridesmaids,
Yep. Yep.
and she does some more movies now, and I just think she's hilarious.
Good.
So
Excellent.
I have a lot of questions for her.
There you go. That'd be a good interview. What is the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Probably octopus, and only
Yeah.
because my husband put me up to it. I am typically not as I call it, weird food eater. And I'm
Adventurous.
not big on trying different things, and yeah.
All
So,
right.
I mean, I like other types of food, but if it's like, the guts of some animal or some, I'm not going to try that.
All right.
So,
Well,
yeah,
I
that was it.
all right, good. What is your favorite season and why?
Fall, and
Fall.
it's because I love the leaves changing. I love just having a small jacket on,
Hmm.
and I wish fall was longer, and sometimes we hardly even get a fall, but
You're right.
I
You're right.
I just I love the crisp weather, and taking walks, and we live near a park, so I see a lot of different the leaves changing. So that's why it's my favorite.
Good. Good. All right. We're staying with the favorites here. The next one is, what is your favorite type of cheese?
Well, that's a good one. Okay, so here's one. It's called Black Pepper Toscana, and it's from Trader Joe's.
Mm,
So I think it's a mix between a Parmesan and another cheese, but I'm not sure what the other one is. And it's my absolute favorite to put either on crackers or to shave over salads and pasta.
oh, that's great. I'll reach out to Trader Joe's, see if we can get some
Oh,
sponsorship for this, a
try
plug.
it. Trust me, it's fantastic.
All right, good. Just a couple more here. So, do you have any pet peeves?
Oh, yeah, I have a lot of them actually.
Just give me one.
Well, one of them is people that hang in the left lane when you're driving. When I grew up learning that that was the passing lane,
Yeah,
and that if you weren't going the speed limit or over, you better get over.
right. I
That's
think
one
that's
of
the
my,
law, but
it
nobody follows it.
is the law in certain states, believe it or
Yeah.
not, but it
Huh.
should be every state and it should be
Yeah.
taught.
Right. Good.
And one other one
Okay.
is stupid people, but we all have
This is a
our
family program.
definition of that. Yes.
All right. Good. Good. No names.
No,
All right. Good.
no.
Good. Which part of the roller coaster do you usually ride in? The front, the middle, or the back, or prefer to ride in?
When I used to ride it, my kids always had to sit in the front.
Yep.
Now that I'm older and I'm not big on roller coasters, I would be sitting in the middle.
The middle. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure. Good.
yeah.
All right. The last one, which is appropriate, and we may have already gotten the answer earlier, but who is the tallest member of your family?
Well, if it's immediate family, it's our son Brett, who's
Ah,
6'2", six
all
two and a
right.
half. If
All right.
it's my family, my father,
How tall
he's
was your
six
dad? Is he
four,
6'4"?
and
Ah,
he has shrunk. He's 83, so.
so was the 6'4" his peak, or was he taller than that?
Oh, he was probably 6'5".
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his
Well,
dad was even taller, and his
wow.
mom, my grandmother, who's passed on, was 4'11".
Well, there goes back to the embarrassing moment of walking down the
Mm-hmm.
aisle. So
Exactly. And
great.
who I obviously took after.
Yeah, right. So good. Well,
Yeah.
Debbie, I really appreciate you taking the time and being a good sport on these. Thank you so much, not only for the questions, but your years of commitment to Pegasus. We love having you here. We thank you for your time and look forward to the many years still to come. So
Thank
thank you.
you. Me
All right.
too. Bye-bye.